Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tin Man Sport Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'm reacting to my second Chill and Scares video for you guys. This was titled 8 Most Disturbing Things Caught on Dashcam Footage Volume 5. So without further ado, I'm going to turn these lights off, move the camera up here for you guys, and let's get this reaction on the road in the bag, shall we? Okay, here we go.
This dashcam video was captured on a freeway in Glendale, California.
Okay.
It shows a Tesla abruptly slamming on its brakes as the driver gets out. The man is wielding some kind of lead pipe. He approaches the car with the dashcam and immediately starts slamming the window.
I'd be like, dude, what in the world's your problem? He probably was thinking that mad that he was riding up on his tail. But you don't have to get out of your car and start whacking his car with a lead pipe. That's just wrong.
Somehow the window doesn't shatter, after which the man simply gets back in his car and continues driving. Later down the road, he was captured on the same dashcam attacking another car. The car is shown speeding away from the attacker. The incident was reported to police, but the Tesla didn't have any license plates, so they were unable to locate it.
You're unable to locate it because it did not have no license plates? I mean, if you see a Tesla without a license plate, then that'll be obvious that's the car. I mean, what, did this guy have, like, bad anger issues, and he just wants to take it out on people on the roads? I don't know. This is scary, and it makes you wish that there was a state trooper on that part of the highway right there, because this is ridiculous.
Over the next few days, police received multiple more calls reporting similar experiences. One of these was also caught on dashcam.
Wow. What?
After a few more days, police were finally able to locate the man. He was 36-year-old Nathaniel Radamak, who already had a lengthy criminal record with active warrants out for his arrest. Among the recent random road rage incidents, throughout earlier years, he also took part in serious criminal threats and stalking in a total of 8 different states across the country. The reasoning behind the highway attacks was never made clear. Currently, Nathaniel is being kept in jail on a bail set at over $5 million.
Well, I hope his butt stays in jail. This is one of them type of guys that has really severe anger issues that wants to stop his car and, take it out on anybody else that was right behind him. But not only that, he said he was charged with stalking and assault cases in different states. That ain't good. His butt needs to stay in prison. I hope they don't release him.
This dashcam footage was taken on January 25th, 2021, the middle of winter. Snow is on the ground as this car drives along a canyon in Utah. As the car approaches a section of road with no guardrails, a pickup on the other side of the road loses control due to the icy conditions. It's forced into an oncoming Subaru. The 2 vehicles drop down the ledge below, all caught on this car's dashcam.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Everyone inside both vehicles would make it out alive, most only receiving minor injuries. 4 out of the 5 people involved were able to get out of their vehicles on their own. However, a woman in the pickup had been trapped due to the way the vehicle had dented from impacting the bottom of the ravine. Although fire crews arrived minutes later and were able to free her. The road was closed for several hours for recovery operations. 2 tow trucks were needed to get each vehicle out.
This is why when you go around mountain roads that have weird curves in them, you need to hit your brake. Because some people like to hit the gas and keep on going, but then accidents like this would happen. Especially when it's not even snowy outside. But I am sorry that they went through this. Thank God they didn't get life-threatening injuries.
This happened in May of 2021. The dashcam footage shows Michael Shackelford driving a San Antonio road after leaving his bank for work. As he's driving, a car passes him with one of the back doors open and a woman yelling for help. Reading the situation, Michael diverts from his original route and begins following the car while simultaneously calling the police.
Hi, I need police ASAP. I'm on 410 South by Ingram Park Mall. A lady is screaming outside her Ford, a gray Ford exiting Ingram Road right now. She's trying to get out of a vehicle and the guy won't let. No, she's not exiting. They got back on 410. I don't know. It says 410 South from Ingram going towards like Marbach area.
After a few minutes on the highway, the car finally takes an exit. Now at slower speeds, the woman in the back seat sees an opportunity and exits the moving vehicle.
Military Drive, exit by the academy now. Okay. Military Drive. We're in the frontage road. What is this guy doing? She's screaming and kicking in the car. He's erratically. She's trying to get out of the car. She's opening the door. She's trying to jump out. He sped up and he couldn't get out. She jumped out. She jumped out. She jumped out. Ma'am, get in my truck. Get in my truck. Okay, I'm going to the police station right now.
He has my car, he has everything.
The one on Calabria, yeah.
The two see a police officer and flag him down. They retreated to a nearby parking lot where a medical crew arrived. The woman was brought to a hospital as a precaution, but ultimately it was determined that she only suffered minor injuries. The woman had been taken against her will by her own husband, who refused to let her go. She had to resort to yelling out to nearby drivers for help. The husband was later found by police and arrested.
Oh man, that is one scary situation you do not want to be in. Especially if it was like your significant other holding you against your will. I mean, what did they do? Get into an argument or something and she wanted to get out, but he didn't want to let her? Who knows? But thank God she was able to open the door and get out and let this guy pick her up. Can't believe people in the world would do this.
This happened on a highway in Massachusetts. Driving is a man named Jeffrey Code. As he's listening to the radio and making his way down the road, a large slab of ice suddenly gets dislodged from the car in front of him and flies into the air. The slab smashes into Jeffrey's windshield, immediately shattering it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. If I was driving and I saw a piece of ice fly off somebody else's vehicle, I'm going to try to move over in the other lane just so that ice would fly and hit the road and not hit my car. That'll make your adrenaline pump for sure.
Now completely unable to see, Jeffrey slowly pulls to the side of the road, blindly crossing two lanes as he does so. He was unhurt, as fortunately the slab hadn't completely broken through the windshield, instead leaving cracks across the entire thing. It also damaged a side mirror and the windshield wipers. Jeffrey admits that he likely could have avoided the slab of ice had he slammed on the brakes.
Yeah, that too. He slammed on the brakes, it probably would have hit the grill and broke right there.
But then you're risking losing control and getting hit by other cars.
That is also true because if you hit the brakes hard and then you start moving all kinds of directions while doing so, then you might hit everybody else's vehicles that are traveling on the road with you. You always got to be alert.
Like the one right beside him, which kept him from swerving into a different lane. In July 2022, a small plane in San Diego had lost power mid-flight. The plane wasn't close enough to an airport, and this information was given to air traffic control. The two men inside the plane were instructed to perform an emergency landing on the nearest road. The cameras on this Tesla show exactly that from multiple different angles.
Yeah, I see it right there. Oh, it's coming in hot too. Oh.
The plane strikes a sign as it touches down. It was forced to continue driving up towards a second intersection, where it hits an SUV. The plane lost a wing and it began leaking gas all over the road. The two inside of the SUV and the two inside of the plane were taken to the hospital. All of them suffered only minor injuries, though. Authorities actually commended the pilot for the landing. He managed to keep the plane on the road, doing minimal damage considering the circumstances. Had he lost control, or even had the lights of the first intersection been green, the entire situation easily could have resulted in much worse.
Oh, yeah, it would have been, because the plane would have toppled on them cars like it was nothing. Talk about seeing a multiple car pileup. Man, I'm just glad they're all right and didn't die from that impact. That pilot did the right thing in landing on the road, because, like he said, if he landed while the cars are moving, one of his fuel tanks probably would have ruptured and leaked gas everywhere and then ignited, and boom, it probably would have made a whole huge bonfire on the road.
On April 2nd, 2015, Paul Yearly was driving on the highway to his work in his Ford Mustang when he suddenly started feeling nauseous. He started getting tunnel vision, and he realized something was off, so he turned off his cruise control. That's when he recalls everything going black, and he passes out while driving, his foot coming to rest on top of the gas pedal, pushing it to the floor.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Stop, 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 stop.
He narrowly misses a power line pole that could have ended his life and continues driving unconscious into a field. He's then steered back towards the highway, but luckily is unable to clear the hill. As he starts driving back towards the fence, he finally comes to, putting his hands back on the steering wheel and pressing the brakes. This was the first and only time Paul had ever blacked out. One of the passing cars noticed him in the field and stopped to help him and called the police. He was taken to the ER. Multiple tests were performed to determine what caused the sudden loss of consciousness. The main cause turned out to be a hereditary low blood pressure condition. Paul was treated and was able to make a full recovery.
Low blood pressure condition that can make you lose consciousness is SOB, I tell you. Thank God he was able to wake up and stop the car in time. But I'm just glad that he didn't keep on going up the hill, because he could have hit the side of one of the cars that was traveling on that highway. But thank God that the car was going a totally different direction from that power pole, because if it went smacked right into that thing, Jalen Scarce is right, he probably would have ended up dead.
This dashcam footage was captured on June 25th, 2021. It happened in Waverly, Kansas during one of the state's summer storms. The car was trailing a Jeep Grand Cherokee as they were approaching an intersection. Right as it starts to slow down, lightning suddenly strikes the car.
Oh! Whoa, that was a big lightning bolt. I thought they usually don't hit cars. They just hit the ground or the trees. But luckily, whoever's in there is shielded, since the inside's got mostly plastic components anyway.
4 lightning strikes hit the vehicle in quick succession. Right after, all of the lights in the car turn off as the electrical system had failed. A hole was left in the door handle, and the tires to the car were blown out from the electricity traveling through them to get to the ground. Inside the car was a family of 5. None of them suffered any injuries. Many cars nowadays come with safety features that shockproof the inside of the vehicle. Though it was no longer drivable. The electrical system had been completely destroyed.
Yep, and it'll cost more money just to rewire the sucker. So, I don't want to jinx it on anybody, but if that happens to you, you could just replace the car. It ain't no need trying to spend the money to not only fix the wiring issue, since it was fried out, but I'm just glad that they were safe in the car and did not get hurt otherwise. I know it would be traumatic to go through that, but they were still safe inside the car nevertheless.
Ronald Wiley was driving to West Hamlin, West Virginia on Route 10, a road surrounded by forest on both sides. As he was making a turn, he noticed a large tree in front of him start falling. He had time to brake, but the tree took more down with it, forcing them to fall on top of him.
Whoa! Usually in this case, if you see trees falling, you would hit the pedal to the metal to escape the trees from falling on your car, but they just came out of nowhere, so you'd be stopping in a heartbeat for sure. But yeah, that'd be scary to see for sure while you're driving on a highway system in the mountains. Probably had too much rain over there and weakened the roots from the ground, caused them to fall over.
Power lines along the road managed to stay up, allowing Ronald to back up from out of the trees. The days leading up to this video, the area had received much more rain than was usual, which is likely what caused the trees to fall. Too much rain can overflood the soil holding the roots in place, leaving them with much less of a hold. In these conditions, the trees have an almost domino-like effect. By only a few seconds, Ronald managed to make it out unhurt, with his truck taking all the damage.
Yep, I was right. Too much water to the dirt weakened the trees and made them fall over. But you would think that park rangers would survey areas like this if they're going through the mountains. And if they see that it's getting loose around some areas of the tree, then they might want to need to close off the road and they could cut down the trees with chainsaws and get them out of the way before something like this would happen. But that guy was not injured, and he did the right thing and slowed him down when he did, because if he didn't, his cab of the truck probably would have got whacked by the big tree, and he probably would have been trapped. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for more Children Scares content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Quarter channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. I say that's a wrap, and have a nice day.